Now, folks, my wife just stepped down this staircase asking me if this is a pretty dress. What do you think? Man, Mel, you're so lucky.
You're so lucky, yeah. But you like the color, huh?
Woo, man. Oh, yeah.
Shut up.
Folks, we've been out doing a little bit of last minute shopping. I want to buy me some new shoes before I went over there. And I don't splurge a whole lot on myself, tell you the truth. Bought me a couple new shirts and all. Man, I did buy one thing though I'm pretty excited about. I went to Academy and I bought me a good old Zebco 33 with a telescopic pole. Yeah, the thing slides out, makes into a nice long pole. I wanted this to travel with it. Man, I can fish on demand. Fish on demand for real. So I wanted this right here. I can throw it in my backpack. I mean, I just pitch it there in the truck in the Hilux Surf. But man, I can fish on demand. It's compact, and like I say, it's telescopic there, slides out, and you got a nice full-size pole. So that's one thing I'm pretty excited about. Well, Mel and I, when we got done shopping, we really hadn't ate today. And we skipped breakfast. We nibbled on a tiny bit of leftovers at lunch. And I mean, it's tiny. And we've not ate. It's already turning dark 30 outside. So started to stop at a fast food place. Man, they're just so tempting when you're near all those stores. Told Mel, I don't want to. Just let me go home and cook. I told her I'll cook for you. And I said, we need to use some stuff up out of the refrigerator before we go overseas anyways, right? So I'm going to whip up this little meal. And probably nothing too fancy, but still enjoyable. So I had some chicken breast, and they were frozen. I thawed them out and sliced them down to like fajita strips. Boy, got that. I've been over here chopping up vegetables, onions. These, you see these? Man, these are those peppers that Melinda raised in the garden, and we froze them. Man, you can reconstitute them back. Look at that. That looks almost fresh, doesn't it? Yeah. And we froze these. Man, just put them right back out there again, right out of the freezer. So got me some jalapeno, some bell pepper, banana pepper in here. Yeah, jalapeno and banana pepper, and got me some garlic. And garlic she raised. The onions here she raised. So we are still getting benefits here almost January, the first of a new year, off of the past garden. That's pretty cool. Well, with this, I was going to make like some chicken shrimp fajitas. So, you know, we don't live by no ocean here in Texas, not up here in North Texas. So it means you don't have much choices. So it's going to be the old Walmart bagged up shrimp. But I'm going to whip those up in a skillet here. I need to season up this meat and get this little show on the road. I want to eat this. No tortillas, no rice. We're going to try to eat light. And it's time to make a change. So I'm going to get this show going. So folks, I end up with just all kinds of seasonings all the time. I try all kinds of new stuff. And man, I've got some that's all different names you normally don't find on the shelf. This particular one I'm using up right now is called Susan's Seasoning. And you just find these things random sometimes. You'll find them on sale. Man, I like buying them. I like trying all these different things. So I about used it up, as you see. But it's actually pretty good. Don't know where it really came from. Let's see if it says on here. It says it came out of Oklahoma. But yeah, that's Wagner, Oklahoma. That's pretty cool. I'm going to use that up right now on this one. So I sprayed a little of the seasoning out on my hand here. Yeah, boy, it looks good. We're going to sprinkle it on up on there. Yeah, I know I said it's fajitas, and you know there's fajita seasoning out there. But I've used up all my deals of fajita seasoning. So really just any old seasoning will work. As far as it doesn't have to be fajita seasoning, you know. So there it is. I'm gonna get this blended up here in it. And then we're gonna stop and have a look here at what it showed that's in this. Let me wipe my hand off first. Well, it looks like Susan wants to be a little secretive. She's got salt, sugar, paprika, and it says natural flavorings and spices. So I guess those are going to be left as a mystery. But I'm going to tell you what, this is pretty tasty stuff, man. She's got a nice little mix. Don't know much about it. Just random seasonings I'm trying to use up. So I'm going to get this old cast iron here. Heat it up. Boy, I just love cooking with propane, man. I like cooking in this cast iron too. It got me a little olive oil heating up in here, and I did put just a little bit of bacon grease in there, just a little bit. So y'all can tell probably that I'm pretty excited about getting back over to the Philippines, man. New spunk of energy, right? Seeing more videos of me, maybe a little bit more smiling on my face. Yeah, maybe these old lines here will disappear some again. I notice when I get really stressed, those things get to popping up. Right, Mel?
Yes. So it means I can see a smile on your face.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I am, boy. It's like all this pressure. It's killing me. Well, here was our model that was in her little dress.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing now my.
Back to your hibernate.
Yes, my hibernate because it's back to chill
Back to
again.
the chilly cold again. Yeah, the temperature dropped on us again. Not too bad though. It could be worse. I hope that we are gone by the time that worst part comes.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah. Well, I better check my grease here and see if it's hot enough to throw this chicken in. I want to get it going first because it takes longer to cook. A little water here. I want to try to get it to drain off. Hope I don't dump it all. There we go. There we go. Man, you get that water on that grease, it'll be popping everywhere. All right, folks, let's see if this grease is hot enough yet. Oh, yeah. Beautiful sound. Beautiful, beautiful sound. Love it. I love it. I love it. Now, them shrimp don't take long to cook, and you can overcook the shrimp. I left them frozen. I'll throw them right on in there frozen. By the time they thaw out, they'll be caught up with this chicken. They'll bring the heat down just a little bit. So I got some of these shrimp thrown on here now. Need to do a little turnover here on it though. Folks, I tell you, it sure is nice to have things that you can cook even up during the winter time that came from your garden. And one of our first tasks when we get over to the Philippines is we are planting seeds there on our property. Number one thing, get them in the ground on day 1, day 2, and they should have time to grow, and we can get a harvest on them before we leave, and hopefully the family can continue to get a harvest on them even after we leave. That's the plan. I hope it all works out. Yeah, so we got a variety of seeds of different things that we're going to take there, give it a whirl, and do a little urban gardening there beachside. It's just going to be an experiment because, you know, some things don't want to do well around where all that salt and stuff is, and some things do. But I do know this. The beans that her brother grew and the okra he grew, man, did it grow crazy there. So that might be a good sign that we can get all these other things to grow as well. We will see. That is something I'm going to do. Another thing we're wanting to do is we were thinking to try to get some 45-day chickens is what they call them in the Philippines. You know, those hybrid, fast-growing meat chickens. And we can get those chicks there. And we thought that we would try to grow some of those off while we're there as well. Even if we don't let them go the full 45 days and harvest them a little sooner, but we could let them also go full 45 days. We could also have a nice mess of chicken there to eat, and that's pretty good too, you know. And once again, if it's more than we need, we can always put some in a freezer, or we can once more share it to the family. Well, I'm gonna cover this up here and let it cook just a little bit. Can you tell me what that smells like, Melly?
It smells good, like
You like the smell of that spice?
you put like Cajun spice.
That the Susans, those leftover
Oh,
spices
okay,
I'm trying to use up, you know.
Yeah.
Just these random spices
The
we
one
come
that
up
I
with.
mostly use also for my
Yeah, it's
stuff.
pretty good. Don't know anything about it, but Susan's doing us a good job.
Yeah, so sounds
Well,
good.
well, folks, I had a little bit of a last minute addition. I know you normally don't see this in fajitas, but we wouldn't call this just a straight up fajita dish. We'll just call this semi-quasi fajita dish. But I want a little bit of broccoli in there with this. I think it'd be pretty good, man. I just love broccoli. So we got this cooking up here, and this juice in there has come off of those shrimp and all, but it's all right. I'm gonna let it kind of render itself down and steam that off. And by the time it does, that should all be nice and good. And after it renders down just a little bit, I'm gonna throw these vegetables in there with it.
I have a question.
So I heard Mel spouting something off over here. What was it?
Now I just want to ask if you want to become a ninja kitchen now.
Oh, if I'm gonna become the Ninja
Yeah,
Kitchen?
because I saw you're the one to cooking instead me.
Oh, well, no, I am. Let's see, what would that be? I'm the Ninja Sumo.
Not so. You need to wear.
I'm the kitchen sumo. Yep.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know. Was that the right sound effect? I don't know if it was. Yeah. But I'm definitely not going to be wearing a little diaper looking thing in the kitchen though, Mel. I'll tell you that right now. This show will get all kinds of X-rated and banned and blocked on YouTube. Man, I mean, it'll probably, I don't know how, but even PETA will probably get involved somehow, saying I was being cruel to animals if a dog seen it and he probably had bad nightmares.
I don't know, maybe it helps to our channel.
No. Heck no.
Just try it.
It ain't going to help to nothing. Nope. Well, let's just stick with the cooking. All right.
My dad.
Also like that. Just grab a hot skillet without even
a skillet, a fire though.
Yeah. I grab these hot handles and all, man, barehanded. Melinda said I got a lot of callus to my hands. She said her dad's the same way. He said even more so than me.
Yeah, the charcoal, that really fire, Dad touched that one.
I think it's probably burning me. I just don't know it. I've got so many dead nerves in that hand. It's probably just cooked half my hand and I don't even know it. Well, it's time to add some of these vegetables in there. First thing I want to do is get my little assistant here. All right, so first thing I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this broccoli in there. Let it start cooking. Now, man, that just smells so amazing. Man. Yeah, get this in there. That'll probably be enough of that. And I want to get these vegetables in there. Man, isn't that awesome?
I can't wait.
Try to get some of those vegetables to the bottom. Oh, yeah. It's nice. All right, I'm going to cover this for a little bit. So Melinda told me, she said, babe, if you're sending cast iron, there's that pot that's out there in the storage shed. And I couldn't picture which one she's talking about at first. And I told her, go get that. And she did. And when she come walking up with it, I'm like, oh man, Eureka. Do I want that there? And if I had known it was out in the shed, it would have already been in the house a long time ago. But might have to do a little work and get it cleaned and get some rust off of it there. It's not super bad. And try to get it pores all clean, the cast iron, and get it re-seasoned. And speaking of that, I know different people have different methods. I want to hear your guys' method of what you do to clean and re-season old cast iron pot like that. Give me your tips and tricks, and I'll look at using those. Maybe I can use it in a video and see if that suggestion's a really good one, if how it worked out. Another thing I want to show you is this. Got me another little cast iron Texas thing that's going over to the Philippines, and got me a little cowboy horseshoe as well. This right here has a special memory with me. Had no rodeo buddy years past. His name was Michael Dye. We called him Bird. He was a bull rider, and he became a semi-professional. In fact, he went up pretty high. Did Tough Heatman World Challenge on it, man. He was one heck of a showman, I tell you. And we lost him. He's gone now, but he gave me this. One day he showed up here and said, here you go, Hightower, I got a little trinket here for you. And so that's a memory I can carry with me and keep a little bit of home around me when I have these things. Folks, I've had this covered up for a few minutes here. I had that little old screen over it, and I threw that plate upside down on that screen to help hold some of the heat down on the top without sealing it too tight. Man, oh man, oh man, is that looking good? Is that looking good? What y'all think about that? It's looking tight, tight, tight. I tell you what I wish I had in this, not really call it fajita. Wish I had some of those little long bean snaps. Man, that'd been nice in this too, boy. Have some of those little long beans. So tomorrow, for New Year's Eve, we're going to join over at Melinda's friend Addie Maurice and Jeremy. My friend Brian and Pam had invited us, and they had a little family-like gathering going on. And I just want to let their family time be their family time, not really crash in on them. And Addie Maurice and Jeremy, they're a Phil-Am couple, and they've got his family down from, I guess it's Arkansas, his brother and sister-in-law, and they are super nice people. And Cap's going to join in with us, and Melinda's sister and her boyfriend Richard are joining in with us, and some other couples will be there, and we're just going to have just a really cool little time right there at their farm. She raises so many vegetables, chickens, they raise pigs. She has her license for the farmers market over in Hunt County there at Greenville. I think they got USDA approved on their pork and packaging it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe that's right, where they do the health inspection and all on it. And they're a pretty neat little place. They got greenhouses, and that is her big time hobby, is growing vegetables. So we look forward to that. So Melinda is going to cook up jambalaya. Man, that girl has nailed down some great Cajun jambalaya, and she was freaking out when I was cooking this if I had done robbed her bell peppers. I said if I seen them in there, they probably would have already been gone, but I didn't see them. She's lucky I missed them. But she is got that dish planned up, and I tell you what, oh Mel, she is doing a good job cooking up some jambalaya now, let me tell you. She's got her sausage in there. She's got everything all planned up. What y'all think about that? Man, look at that. Coming to you in HD TV. I just want to give y'all a little alone time with this dish. I know y'all need some private time here. Just listen to the sizzling. So here's your little private cook time. All right. That's enough time. That's enough. Y'all have to get away from each other. Go sit on the other side of the room. Ooh-wee. Better watch out shouting out. The cows will think I'm calling them home. I think that's about it right there. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, folks. I'm going to feed this girl up right here.
You need to feed me.
She looks hungry. She looks hungry as a polar bear.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to dive on into the skillet dish. This is the way we're going to eat it right here, right, Mel? Right out of the skillet.
That's right.
Just pretend you're at Applebee's, you know, and they bring you
Warm.
those little skillet dishes, right, Mel?
So nice to eat with the skillet.
That's
while
right.
Still warm.
Man, just eat it right out of the sizzling plate. So we're going to jump on our little skillet dish right here and eat it up. And we want to thank all of you for joining us again. Thank you for the additional subscribers today. We appreciate the growth every day, right, Mel?
That's right. Yeah, thank you for a new subscriber.
Hey, it's kind of funny.
And for the coming subscribers.
It's kind of funny.
More.
I look, Mel was standing up on her tiptoes just then so she could reach up into the camera. I'm going to move on down here.
Yeah, she should need.
So,
Move it
we
down.
want to thank you all again, you new subscribers, you existing subscribers that's been with us and always leaving great, wonderful comments. Boy, I love it. All the great support. You got anything to say, Mel? I'll shut up.
All I can say is please subscribe.
That's it? All right, we're going to get out of here. Thank you all very much.
Oh,
We love you. Happy New Year's to you all, by
Happy
the way.
New Year's, everyone.
Absolutely. See you soon.